Welcome to Buddhist Mindfulness, your sanctuary for wisdom, clarity, and purposeful living. Imagine stepping into 2025 not just with a new calendar, but with a profoundly renewed mindset, a mind free from the relentless noise of societal expectations, external pressures, and self-imposed limitations. This is not just another year ticking by on the clock. It is a powerful opportunity, a personal call to reclaim your focus, realign with your deepest values, and finally, begin living the authentic life you've always envisioned. We're embarking on a journey into 10 timeless Buddhist lessons that will serve as your guiding principles, helping you to focus entirely on yourself this year. Not in a selfish way, but in a way that cultivates self-awareness, self-compassion, and inner peace. Through the wisdom of ancient Buddhist teachings, contemporary reflections on their relevance in modern life, and inspiring stories that bring these principles to life, this video offers a practical roadmap to cultivating inner peace, discovering your true purpose, and experiencing profound personal transformation. Let's begin by unraveling what it truly means to focus inward, to turn the gaze of awareness towards your own inner landscape and make 2025 the year of your personal awakening, a year of deep self-discovery, growth, and authentic living. 1. Self-awareness, the foundation of all growth. Modern life often feels like a relentless and chaotic race, a constant barrage of external stimuli and demands that leave little room for introspection and self-reflection. However, Buddhist philosophy emphasizes that all meaningful growth, both personal and spiritual, begins with the cultivation of self-awareness. The Buddha's profound teaching, "What we think, we become," serves as a powerful reminder of the profound impact of our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions on our reality. By becoming more aware of our inner world, we gain the power to shape our lives with greater intention and purpose. Imagine yourself standing in a pitch-dark room, holding a small lamp. Initially, the dim light only reveals small, fragmented glimpses of your surroundings. You can only see what is immediately in front of you, and the rest of the room remains shrouded in darkness. But as you hold the lamp steady and allow the flame to grow brighter, the light gradually illuminates the entire room, revealing its contents, its layout, and all its details. Similarly, self-awareness acts as a lamp in the darkness of our inner world. By cultivating self-awareness, we begin to illuminate the hidden corners of our minds, revealing both our strengths and our obstacles, our patterns of thinking and behaving, and our deepest values and aspirations. This process of illumination does not happen overnight. It requires patience, commitment, and the courage to confront what lies hidden in the shadows. But as we persevere, we discover that self-awareness is the foundation of all growth, enabling us to live with greater authenticity, clarity, and alignment with our true selves. When we understand our values, desires, and emotional triggers, we make decisions that are more aligned with our authentic selves. Self-awareness allows us to distinguish between what truly matters and what is merely noise, leading to greater clarity in our choices. Self-awareness enables us to understand our own emotions and behaviors, making it easier to empathize with and understand others. This deeper understanding fosters healthier and more meaningful connections, whether in personal or professional relationships. By recognizing our emotional patterns and triggers, we can respond to situations with greater mindfulness rather than reacting impulsively. This ability to regulate our emotions leads to more constructive interactions and a greater sense of inner peace. Self-awareness is the foundation of personal growth. By understanding our strengths and weaknesses, we can work to develop our potential, overcome limiting beliefs, and cultivate qualities that align with our aspirations. A powerful practice for cultivating self-awareness is journaling and reflection. By dedicating just 5 minutes each day to writing about your emotions, your triggers, your dreams, and your experiences, you create a space for self-discovery and deeper understanding. Here's a simple yet transformative journaling practice. Find a quiet space. Choose a quiet and comfortable space where you can be alone with your thoughts. Set a timer. Set a timer for 5 minutes to ensure you stay focused on the task. Ask guiding questions. Begin by asking yourself simple yet powerful questions such as, what do I feel right now? What thoughts are arising in my mind? What physical sensations am I experiencing? Observe without judgment. The key is to observe your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment or criticism. Simply acknowledge them as they arise, like clouds passing across the sky, and gently redirect your attention back to your breath or the present moment. Reflect on patterns. Over time, as you continue this practice, you may begin to notice patterns in your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. These patterns can provide valuable insights into your inner world and help you identify areas where you may want to make positive changes. Journaling can be complemented with mindfulness meditation, a practice that helps you cultivate a deeper awareness of the present moment. Begin with a few minutes of mindful breathing, focusing your attention on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. Whenever your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. Over time, this practice can help you become more attuned to your thoughts, emotions, and sensations in daily life. Sometimes others can provide valuable insights into our blind spots. Seek feedback from trusted friends, family members, or mentors who can offer constructive perspectives on your behaviors and tendencies. Approach this feedback with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Exploring books, articles, and resources on self-awareness and personal growth can provide valuable insights and inspiration. Consider reading works by authors like Eckhart Tolle, Brené Brown, or Thich Nhat Hanh, who offer profound perspectives on mindfulness, vulnerability, and self-awareness. Self-awareness often requires us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves. This can be daunting, but it is also an essential part of growth. Remember that acknowledging your imperfections is a courageous act that paves the way for transformation. Recognizing areas for improvement may stir resistance, as change can feel unfamiliar and unsettling. Embrace this resistance as a natural part of the process and remind yourself of the benefits of personal growth. Cultivating self-awareness is not a one-time event, but an ongoing journey. Like any habit, it requires consistency and dedication. Start small and gradually build your practice over time. Self-awareness is not a destination but a journey, a continuous process of exploring, understanding, and evolving. As you illuminate the depths of your inner world, you gain the clarity and confidence to navigate life's challenges with greater wisdom and resilience. Embrace this journey with curiosity and compassion, and you will discover a profound sense of empowerment and fulfillment. In the words of the poet Rumi, "Do not be satisfied with the stories that come before you. Unfold your own myth." By cultivating self-awareness, you take the first step in unfolding the unique and extraordinary story of your life. Let your inner lamp shine brightly, illuminating not only your path, but also inspiring those around you to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. 2. Define your why, living with purpose, discovering your inner compass. Purpose acts as your inner compass, providing direction and meaning amidst the constant distractions and demands of life. Without a clear sense of purpose, even significant achievements can feel hollow and unsatisfying. In Buddhist philosophy, the concept of dharma serves as a guiding principle, encouraging individuals to align with their true nature, their unique talents, and their deepest values. Dharma encompasses one's duty, righteousness, and the natural law of the universe. Aligning with your dharma means living a life of meaning and purpose, contributing to the well-being of yourself and others. The story of the wealthy teacher illustrates the importance of aligning with one's true calling. A young man, driven by the pursuit of wealth and material success, approached a wise monk seeking advice on how to achieve his goals. The monk listened patiently and then offered a simple yet profound piece of wisdom. Pour yourself into what makes your heart sing, not merely into what fills your pockets. This advice resonated deeply with the young man. He realized that his pursuit of wealth was not bringing him true happiness or fulfillment. He decided to leave his high-paying but unfulfilling job and pursue his passion for teaching children. In this new role, he discovered a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment that he had never experienced before. Realizing that true wealth lies in living a life aligned with one's values and contributing to something meaningful. Discovering your why is a crucial step in living a purposeful life. It involves introspection, self-reflection, and a willingness to explore your deepest values and motivations. Below are detailed steps and guiding questions to help you embark on this journey. Step 1. Daily reflection. Take time each day to reflect on your thoughts and experiences. Journaling can be a powerful tool to document your insights and patterns. Guiding questions. Why do I wake up every day? What motivates you to get out of bed in the morning? What are you passionate about? What brings you joy and fulfillment? What truly matters to me? What are your core values? What principles guide your decisions and actions? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? What are my unique talents and abilities? What are you naturally good at? What do you enjoy doing? How can you use your talents to contribute to something meaningful? What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? How do you want to be remembered? What kind of impact do you want to have on future generations? Step 2. Align your actions with your insights. Once you have answered these questions, take actionable steps to align your daily activities with your discovered purpose. Start small by integrating purposeful actions into your routine. Practical application. Defining your top 3 values and aligning your decisions. Step 1. Identify your core values. After deep reflection, identify your top 3 core values. These values will serve as your guiding principles, helping you make decisions that align with your true self and purpose. Examples of core values include integrity, compassion, growth, freedom, creativity, connection. Step 2. Align decisions with values. For each decision, ask yourself, does this align with my core values? Whether it's a career choice, a relationship, or a lifestyle change, this practice ensures that your actions are in harmony with your purpose. Example, value compassion. Decision, volunteer weekly at a local shelter to support the less fortunate. Value growth. Decision, enroll in a course to learn a new skill or deepen your knowledge in an area of interest. Additional practices for living with purpose. Mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness helps you become more attuned to your thoughts, feelings, and sensations. Regular practice can clarify what truly matters to you and reduce distractions. Vision boarding. Create a visual representation of your goals and aspirations. A vision board serves as a daily reminder of what you're working towards and why it matters. Seek feedback. Talk to trusted friends, mentors, or family members. They can provide insights into your strengths and values, helping you discover what makes you unique. Experiment and explore. Sometimes, discovering your purpose requires trial and error. Don't be afraid to try new things, take risks, and step out of your comfort zone. Embrace the idea that failure is a part of growth. Each setback offers a lesson and brings you closer to your true path. It's easy to get caught up in societal pressures. Stay true to yourself by regularly revisiting your values and purpose. If you're unsure about your purpose, focus on what brings you joy and fulfillment. Purpose often emerges organically when you engage with your passions. Living with purpose not only enhances your own life, but also positively impacts those around you. When you align with your values and passions, you inspire others to do the same. This creates a ripple effect, fostering a community of individuals who are motivated, compassionate, and driven to make a difference. Defining your why is not a one-time exercise, but an ongoing journey. As you grow and evolve, your purpose may shift and deepen. Embrace this process with curiosity and openness, knowing that each step brings you closer to a fulfilling and meaningful life. By discovering your inner compass and aligning with your dharma, you create a life that resonates with authenticity, joy, and impact. 3. Detachment, freedom from external validation, finding joy within. In a world increasingly dominated by social media metrics, likes, comments, shares, and the ever-present pursuit of external applause, the Buddhist principle of detachment offers a powerful path to liberation. The Buddha's teachings on craving, tanha, warn us that seeking validation, happiness, or self-worth from external sources leads to suffering, as these sources are impermanent and constantly changing. True and lasting happiness comes from cultivating inner peace and contentment, independent of external circumstances. Imagine carrying a cracked jar, tirelessly trying to patch the leaks while water continuously escapes. This image serves as a metaphor for the exhausting and ultimately futile pursuit of external validation. No matter how much we try to patch the cracks, seeking approval, praise, or recognition from others, the feeling of inadequacy or lack persists because the source of our validation is external and beyond our direct control. Detachment, in this context, does not mean indifference or apathy. Instead, it means shifting our focus from seeking external approval to cultivating inner self-acceptance and finding joy within ourselves. The cracked jar teaches us that wholeness and fulfillment cannot come from outside. They must be nurtured internally. The trap of external validation. 1. Impermanence of external approval. External validation is fleeting. Praise fades, likes are forgotten, and achievements are replaced by new challenges. When we rely on external validation for self-worth, we tie our happiness to something transient. The Buddha's teaching on impermanence, anicca, reminds us that everything in life is subject to change. Building our sense of self on such a shaky foundation is like constructing a house on shifting sands. 2. The cycle of craving and discontent. Seeking external approval creates a cycle of craving and discontent. The more validation we receive, the more we crave, and the emptier we feel when it's absent. This endless loop keeps us trapped, constantly chasing an elusive sense of worth that remains just out of reach. 3. Loss of authenticity. When our actions are driven by a desire for external validation, we may lose touch with our true selves. We start to conform to what others expect, rather than living in alignment with our own values and aspirations. Over time, this disconnect can lead to feelings of inauthenticity and dissatisfaction. A transformative practice for cultivating detachment is to shift your focus from the outcome of your actions to the effort you put forth. This involves appreciating the process of learning, growing, and striving toward your goals, regardless of the final result. The question, "Am I proud of my effort?" becomes a guiding light, redirecting your attention from external judgment to your own internal sense of accomplishment and integrity. Steps to implement this practice. Set clear intentions. Before starting any task or project, set clear intentions about the effort you want to put forth. Focus on the process and the qualities you want to embody, such as dedication, focus, and perseverance. Engage fully in the process. During the activity, strive to be fully present and engaged. Instead of worrying about the outcome or how others might perceive your efforts, immerse yourself in the task at hand. This mindful engagement fosters a sense of flow and fulfillment. Reflect on your effort. After completing the task, take a moment to reflect on your effort. Ask yourself, did I give my best? Am I proud of the work I did? This reflection helps you recognize the value of your hard work and commitment. Acknowledge and appreciate your effort. Regardless of the outcome, acknowledge and appreciate the effort you put forth. Celebrate your dedication, perseverance, and commitment to the process. Allow this internal satisfaction to become your primary source of motivation and fulfillment. Inner contentment. Cultivating self-worth from within. 1. Daily gratitude practice. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. This practice fosters a sense of abundance and contentment, reducing the urge to seek external validation. 2. Meditation for self-acceptance. Meditation helps you connect with your inner self and cultivate self-acceptance. A simple practice is to repeat affirmations such as "I am enough" or "I am whole as I am." Over time, these affirmations can help rewire your mindset, replacing self-doubt with self-compassion. 3. Embracing imperfections. Recognize that perfection is an illusion. Accepting your imperfections and seeing them as part of what makes you unique can free you from the need for external approval. Celebrate your authentic self and embrace your flaws as opportunities for growth. Benefits of detachment from external validation. 1. Emotional resilience. When you derive your self-worth from within, you become less affected by external criticism or praise. This resilience allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and equanimity. 2. Enhanced creativity and authenticity. Detachment frees you to pursue your passions and interests without fear of judgment. This liberation fosters creativity and authenticity, as you're no longer constrained by the need to please others. 3. Deeper relationships. When you let go of the need for external validation, you can engage more authentically with others. This authenticity deepens your connections and fosters meaningful relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. True joy and fulfillment come from within. By cultivating detachment from external validation, you free yourself from the exhausting pursuit of approval and discover a deeper sense of peace and contentment. The journey toward inner freedom begins with small, intentional steps, focusing on your efforts, practicing gratitude, embracing your imperfections, and nurturing self-acceptance. As you walk this path, you'll find that the joy you've been seeking has been within you all along. 4. Control what you can, release what you can't. Finding peace in uncertainty. Life is inherently unpredictable. Unexpected events, challenges, and changes are a constant part of the human experience. This unpredictability often leads to anxiety, stress, and a sense of being overwhelmed. However, Buddhist wisdom and modern psychological principles offer practical and empowering approaches to navigating these turbulent waters. By focusing on what lies within your control, your thoughts, actions, and perspective, and learning to release what is beyond your influence, you can cultivate a sense of inner peace amidst uncertainty. This principle is not about denying or suppressing your emotions. It is about directing your energy effectively and building resilience. The story of the monk and the insult illustrates this concept beautifully. A monk was once subjected to harsh insults by a man who wanted to provoke him. Yet the monk remained calm and undisturbed. When asked why he didn't react with anger or defensiveness, the monk replied with a profound analogy. If someone offers you a gift and you refuse to accept it, to whom does that gift then belong? The questioner replied, to the giver, of course. The monk then explained, similarly, if someone offers me an insult, and I choose not to accept it, the insult remains with the giver. It has no power over me unless I choose to take it. This simple yet profound story highlights the power of choice. While you cannot control others' words or actions, you can control how you respond to them. By refusing to internalize negativity, you free yourself from its grasp and maintain your inner peace. This philosophy is rooted in several traditions, including Buddhism and Stoicism, which both emphasize the importance of discerning what is within our power and what is not. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously stated, "Some things are up to us and some things are not." This wisdom encourages us to focus our efforts and emotions on aspects of life we can influence, while releasing attachment to outcomes we cannot. What can you control? Your thoughts. You can control how you interpret situations and the narratives you create in your mind. Your actions. You have the ability to choose your behaviors and responses. Your perspective. Shifting your focus and reframing challenges can dramatically change your experience. What can't you control? Other people's actions. You cannot dictate how others behave, think, or feel. External events. Life's unpredictability includes natural disasters, market fluctuations, and sudden changes. The past and future. You cannot undo the past or perfectly predict the future. Recognizing these boundaries is not an act of surrender, but a wise allocation of energy. It allows you to channel your resources into areas where you can make a difference. Practical exercise. Acknowledge and let go. To apply this principle in daily life, you can practice the acknowledge and let go exercise. This simple yet transformative practice helps you identify what is within your control and consciously release what is not. Step 1. Write it down. When you feel anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed, take a few minutes to write down what is bothering you. This act of writing clarifies your thoughts and allows you to confront your concerns directly. Step 2. Identify what you can control. Carefully review your list and categorize each concern. Ask yourself, can I influence this situation? Does this involve my actions or choices? Highlight the items that fall within your sphere of control. Step 3. Create actionable steps. For the concerns within your control, brainstorm actionable steps you can take. Be specific. If you're worried about a deadline, plan and prioritize your tasks. If you're struggling with a relationship, consider having an open and constructive conversation. Taking concrete action shifts your focus from passive worry to proactive problem solving. Step 4. Consciously choose to let go. For the items beyond your control, practice letting go. Use affirmations or visualizations. Picture placing your worries into a balloon and watching it float away. Repeat phrases like, I release this, or I trust the process. Letting go doesn't mean you're indifferent or apathetic. It means you're prioritizing peace over control. The science of letting go, why it works. The benefits of focusing on what you can control and releasing what you cannot are supported by psychological research. 1. Reduced stress. When you stop expending energy on uncontrollable factors, you experience less stress. Studies show that accepting reality reduces anxiety and improves emotional well-being. 2. Improved focus. By concentrating on actionable areas, you're more productive and effective. This aligns with the concept of locus of control, which refers to the degree to which people believe they have power over their lives. 3. Resilience. Learning to release uncontrollable outcomes builds resilience. It helps you bounce back from setbacks and adapt to change with a positive mindset. Daily practices to cultivate peace in uncertainty. To make this principle a habit, integrate these daily practices. Morning intentions. Start your day with a moment of mindfulness. Ask yourself, what can I control today? How can I approach challenges with calm and clarity? Evening reflection. At the end of each day, reflect on what went well, what challenges did I face, and how did I respond? What worries can I release before I sleep? Mindfulness meditation. Engage in regular mindfulness meditation to center yourself. Focus on your breath, acknowledge your thoughts, and practice releasing attachment to outcomes. By embracing the principle of controlling what you can and releasing what you cannot, you cultivate a life of peace, clarity, and resilience. This practice is not a one-time effort, but a continuous journey of self-awareness and growth. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to navigate uncertainty with grace. Remember, true strength lies not in controlling the uncontrollable, but in mastering your response to it. In this mastery, you find freedom to live authentically, to act with purpose, and to experience the beauty of life as it unfolds. 5. Align actions with values, living with integrity and purpose. True and lasting fulfillment arises not from external achievements or material possessions alone, but from living a life where our actions are in alignment with our deepest values. When our actions reflect what truly matters to us, we experience a sense of integrity, purpose, and inner peace. In Buddhist philosophy, the Eightfold Path emphasizes right action, sammakamanta, and right intention, sammasankappa, as essential cornerstones of intentional and ethical living. Right action involves acting with kindness, compassion, and integrity, avoiding actions that cause harm to oneself or others. Right intention focuses on cultivating wholesome thoughts and motivations, directing our mental energy towards positive and constructive pursuits. Living in alignment with our values means allowing our inner beliefs to guide our external actions. This requires self-awareness, deliberate reflection, and the courage to make choices that may not always be easy or popular. Philosophers and spiritual leaders have long emphasized the importance of integrity, the congruence between what we believe and how we act. By bridging this gap, we create a life of authenticity and wholeness. Why alignment matters. Inner harmony. When our actions align with our values, we experience inner harmony. This harmony reduces cognitive dissonance, the discomfort that arises when our actions conflict with our beliefs. Trust and respect. Integrity fosters trust in our relationships. Others recognize us as reliable and consistent when we act according to our principles. Resilience. A values-driven life provides a strong foundation during challenging times. Even in adversity, knowing that we acted in alignment with our principles can be a source of strength and clarity. The lotus flower, often used as a symbol in Buddhism, represents purity, enlightenment, and the ability to rise above muddy waters. The following story illustrates the importance of aligning actions with values. A young woman named Maya lived in a bustling city and worked tirelessly to support her family. One day, she was offered a lucrative job opportunity that promised significant financial rewards. The role seemed perfect on the surface, but as she delved deeper, she discovered that the work involved practices that conflicted with her core value of compassion and caused harm to others. Faced with this dilemma, Maya grappled with her options. The financial security was tempting, but the thought of contributing to harm weighed heavily on her conscience. Ultimately, she made the difficult decision to decline the offer. Instead, she chose to pursue a modest job in a nonprofit organization that aligned with her value of compassion. Although Maya's new role came with financial challenges, she experienced a profound sense of inner peace and integrity. Her decision inspired others around her, proving that living in alignment with values can ripple outward and influence a broader community. The lotus, rising above the muddy waters, symbolized Maya's journey towards a life of authenticity and purpose. Practice, daily alignment, integrating values into everyday life. Living a values-driven life is not a one-time decision but a continuous practice. The daily alignment exercise can help. 1. Identify your core values. Begin by identifying your core values, the principles most important to you. These might include honesty, compassion, kindness, integrity, justice, creativity, or personal growth. Journaling or meditating on what matters most to you can help clarify your values. 2. List your daily activities. Each morning, create a list of the activities and tasks you plan to engage in for the day. This includes both professional and personal commitments. 3. Check for alignment. For each activity on your list, ask, does this activity honor my core values? Does it reflect what truly matters to me? 4. Make adjustments. If an activity conflicts with your values, consider adjusting the activity itself. For instance, if a meeting involves contentious discussions, you might prepare ways to communicate constructively and uphold your values. Changing your approach. Approach tasks with an attitude of service, mindfulness, or creativity. Eliminating unnecessary activities. If an activity is misaligned and non-essential, consider removing it from your schedule. 5. Reflect on your day. At the end of the day, take a few moments to reflect on how well your actions aligned with your values. Ask, what did I do well today? Where can I improve tomorrow? Challenges in aligning actions with values. Aligning actions with values is not always straightforward. Life presents complex situations where values may conflict or external pressures challenge our integrity. Here are common challenges and strategies to navigate them. 1. Conflicting values. Sometimes two values may come into conflict, for example, loyalty to a friend versus honesty. In such cases, reflect on which value takes precedence in the specific context. Seek a balanced approach that honors both values to the extent possible. 2. External pressures. Social, financial, or professional pressures can tempt us to compromise our values. To resist, surround yourself with like-minded individuals who support your commitment to living with integrity. Remind yourself of the long-term benefits of aligning with your values. 3. Lack of clarity. At times, we may feel uncertain about our values or how they apply to a situation. To gain clarity, engage in self-reflection and seek guidance from mentors, trusted friends, or philosophical teachings. Revisit your core values periodically to ensure they are clear and well-defined. Benefits of living with integrity and purpose. When we consistently align our actions with our values, we unlock numerous personal and societal benefits. 1. Personal fulfillment. Living authentically leads to a deep sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. Our actions reflect who we truly are, fostering self-respect and inner peace. 2. Positive relationships. Integrity strengthens relationships. When others see us living by our principles, they are more likely to trust and respect us. 3. Social impact. Values-driven actions can inspire others and contribute to positive societal change. By prioritizing compassion, justice, or sustainability, we set an example and encourage collective growth. Living in alignment with our values is an ongoing journey. It requires consistent effort, self-awareness, and the willingness to make difficult choices. Yet, the rewards are immeasurable. A life of integrity is a life of purpose, authenticity, and fulfillment. It's not only about achieving external success, but about creating a legacy of inner peace and positive impact on the world. As the lotus flower rises above the muddy waters, so too can we rise above the challenges of life by staying true to our values. Each decision we make, in alignment with our principles, strengthens our character and illuminates our path toward a meaningful existence. By living with integrity, we not only enrich our own lives, but also inspire those around us to do the same. 6. Cultivate focus through mindfulness, training the mind for presence and concentration. Focus is often regarded as a rare talent, an ability reserved for those naturally gifted with mental clarity. This belief, however, is a misconception. The truth is that focus, like any skill, can be cultivated and strengthened through deliberate effort. Ancient Buddhist teachings and contemporary mindfulness practices underscore that focus is not a static trait, but a dynamic capability that thrives on practice and discipline. In today's fast-paced digital world, distractions abound. Notifications from our devices, the lure of multitasking, and the constant flood of information make maintaining focus a challenge for many. Multitasking, once celebrated as a hallmark of productivity, has been proven to fragment our attention, reduce efficiency, and diminish the quality of our work. Studies show that our brains are not designed to handle multiple tasks simultaneously. Instead, they function optimally when we give our full attention to one activity at a time. Mindfulness offers an antidote to this scattered mental state. It invites us to anchor our attention in the present moment, cultivating a deeper awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and surroundings. This practice not only enhances our ability to concentrate, but also fosters a sense of inner peace and well-being. By incorporating mindfulness into daily life, we can transform our relationship with focus, making it a deliberate and joyful pursuit. The Tea and the Monk, a parable of mindful focus. The story of the tea and the monk beautifully illustrates the transformative power of mindfulness. A young student, eager to master the art of concentration, sought the guidance of a wise monk. The student, impatient and restless, was expecting profound teachings or complex meditative techniques. To his surprise, the monk offered only one instruction: drink your tea. Perplexed but obedient, the student followed the monk's advice. Yet, as he sipped his tea, his mind wandered. He thought about his unfinished tasks, worried about his future, and replayed past mistakes. Observing this, the monk gently repeated, "Drink your tea." Confused but determined, the student tried again. Slowly, he began to shift his attention to the act of drinking. He noticed the warmth of the cup against his hands, the delicate aroma rising from the tea, the texture of the liquid, and the subtle flavors that unfolded with each sip. In that moment of complete presence, the student experienced a profound realization. Focus was not about forcing his mind to stay still or eliminating all distractions. It was about being fully immersed in the present, even in the simplest of actions. The act of drinking tea became a meditation, a gateway to deeper concentration and clarity. This parable underscores that mindfulness is not confined to formal meditation practices. It can be woven into the fabric of everyday life, transforming mundane activities into opportunities for cultivating focus and presence. Modern neuroscience supports the ancient wisdom of mindfulness. Research has shown that regular mindfulness practice strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for attention, decision-making, and emotional regulation. Additionally, mindfulness enhances connectivity between the prefrontal cortex and other brain regions, improving our ability to sustain focus and resist distractions. Mindfulness also reduces activity in the default mode network, DMN, a network of brain regions associated with mind-wandering and self-referential thinking. By quieting the DMN, mindfulness helps us stay present and engaged in our tasks, fostering a state of flow, a mental state where we are fully absorbed and performing at our best. Practical techniques to cultivate focus through mindfulness. 1. One-task immersion, the power of single tasking. In a world that glorifies multitasking, single tasking may seem counterintuitive. However, focusing on one task at a time allows us to channel our full energy and attention, leading to better results and a greater sense of satisfaction. Here's how to practice one-task immersion. Choose a simple activity. Start with an everyday task such as eating, walking, or cleaning. Select one activity and commit to fully experiencing it. Eliminate distractions. Create a conducive environment by silencing your phone, closing unnecessary tabs, and minimizing interruptions. Engage your senses. Bring awareness to the sensory details of the activity. Notice textures, smells, sounds, and movements. Redirect your mind. When distractions arise, gently bring your attention back to the task without judgment. By practicing one-task immersion regularly, you train your brain to stay focused, enhancing both productivity and mindfulness. Number 2. Mindful breathing. Anchoring attention. The breath is a powerful anchor for mindfulness. It is always with us, offering a constant rhythm to return to whenever our mind strays. Find a comfortable position and close your eyes if it feels natural. Focus on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your nostrils or the rise and fall of your chest. When your mind wanders, gently guide it back to your breath. This practice not only improves concentration, but also reduces stress, creating a calm and focused mind. 3. Mindful observation, training attention through curiosity. Choose an object in your environment, a flower, a candle flame, or even a piece of fruit. Spend a few minutes observing it closely. Notice its colors, shapes, textures, and any subtle details you might typically overlook. This exercise sharpens your observational skills and trains your mind to focus on the present moment, fostering a deeper connection with your surroundings. Overcoming common challenges. 1. Dealing with restlessness. It's natural to feel restless or impatient when beginning a mindfulness practice. Recognize that this is part of the process and gently redirect your attention without frustration. 2. Managing distractions. In today's digital age, distractions are inevitable. Create mindful habits by setting specific times to check emails and notifications, and use apps or tools to block distractions when focusing on important tasks. 3. Building consistency. Consistency is key to reaping the benefits of mindfulness. Start with short, manageable sessions and gradually increase the duration as your focus improves. The benefits of cultivating focus. Practicing mindfulness to enhance focus yields numerous benefits. Improved productivity. By channeling your attention to one task at a time, you work more efficiently and effectively. Enhanced emotional regulation. Mindfulness helps you stay calm and centered, even in challenging situations. Greater life satisfaction. Being present allows you to fully appreciate life's moments, fostering gratitude and contentment. Better relationships. Mindful presence enables deeper connections with others, improving communication and empathy. Focus is not a gift bestowed upon a lucky few. It is a skill that can be cultivated by anyone willing to invest time and effort. Mindfulness offers a practical and accessible approach to training the mind, helping us navigate the challenges of modern life with clarity and presence. As you embark on this journey, remember the wisdom of the monk. Drink your tea. In other words, be fully present in whatever you do. With consistent practice, mindfulness becomes not just a technique, but a way of life, unlocking the boundless potential of a focused and present mind. 7. Build emotional resilience. Navigating life's challenges with inner strength. Challenges, setbacks, and difficult experiences are an inevitable part of the human experience. However, it is not the challenges themselves that define us, but rather how we respond to them. Emotional resilience is the capacity to bounce back from adversity, to adapt to change, and to navigate life's difficulties with grace, strength, and inner peace. This inner strength is not something we are born with. It is a skill that can be cultivated and strengthened through practices like meditation and mindfulness. The story of the burned hut beautifully illustrates the power of emotional resilience and the ability to find positive meaning even in the face of loss. A monk's simple hut, his only shelter, burned down completely, leaving him without a home. Faced with this challenging situation, the monk did not despair or become overwhelmed with grief. Instead, he looked up at the night sky, now unobstructed by the walls of his hut, and smiled, saying, "Now I can see the moon more clearly." This remarkable perspective transformed a significant loss into an opportunity for appreciation and a deeper connection with the natural world. It demonstrates the power of reframing our experiences and finding meaning even in the midst of adversity. The lesson here is profound. The way we perceive a situation has a tremendous impact on how we experience and respond to it. While loss is inevitable, it is our mindset and attitude that determine whether the experience will break us or make us stronger. By choosing to focus on what can be gained or appreciated in the midst of loss, we cultivate resilience and inner peace. Practice daily meditation for emotional resilience. A highly effective practice for building emotional resilience is daily meditation. Meditation trains the mind to become more present, focused, and less reactive to thoughts and emotions. By regularly practicing meditation, we develop the capacity to observe our inner world, our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment, allowing us to respond to challenges with greater clarity and equanimity. Step-by-step guide to mindfulness of breathing meditation. Find a quiet space. Locate a quiet and comfortable place where you can sit or lie down without being disturbed. Assume a comfortable posture. Sit comfortably with your spine straight but not rigid, or lie down if that is more comfortable for you. Close your eyes. Gently. Gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Focus on your breath. Bring your awareness to the sensation of your breath as it enters and leaves your body. Notice the rise and fall of your chest or abdomen. Acknowledge and release distractions. As you focus on your breath, your mind will inevitably wander to other thoughts, worries, or plans. This is perfectly normal. When you notice your attention drifting, gently and without judgment, redirect it back to the sensation of your breath. Acknowledge emotions without judgment. During your meditation, various emotions may arise. Acknowledge these emotions without judgment, simply observing them as they come and go, like clouds passing across the sky. Avoid getting carried away by the emotions or trying to suppress them. Simply observe their presence and gently return your attention to your breath. Continue for a set time. Begin with short meditation sessions, perhaps 5 to 10 minutes, and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable. By practicing daily meditation, you train your mind to stay calm and grounded even under pressure. This cultivated inner stillness becomes a source of strength and resilience, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with greater grace, equanimity, and inner peace. It helps you develop the ability to observe your emotions without being overwhelmed by them, allowing you to respond rather than react. In addition to meditation, there are several other strategies that can help you build emotional resilience and navigate life's challenges with inner strength. 1. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what you have. By regularly practicing gratitude, you develop a more positive outlook on life. Keep a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple practice can rewire your brain to notice and appreciate the good in your life, even during tough times. 2. Develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. When faced with challenges, see them as opportunities to grow and learn, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. This perspective empowers you to persist and adapt, fostering resilience. 3. Foster supportive relationships. Strong, supportive relationships are a cornerstone of emotional resilience. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. Share your struggles and joys with trusted friends or family members. Knowing that you have a support system can provide comfort and strength during difficult times. 4. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, especially when you face setbacks. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer to a friend. Acknowledge your feelings and remind yourself that it is okay to feel vulnerable. Self-compassion helps you recover more quickly from emotional distress and builds resilience over time. 5. Set realistic goals. Break down large challenges into smaller, manageable steps. Setting achievable goals gives you a sense of control and accomplishment, which can bolster your confidence and resilience. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, to stay motivated and positive. 6. Engage in physical activity. Regular physical activity has been shown to reduce stress and improve mood. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood enhancers. Whether it's a brisk walk, yoga, or dancing, find an activity that you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. 7. Learn to let go. Holding on to past grievances or regrets can weigh heavily on your emotional well-being. Practice forgiveness and let go of what you cannot change. This does not mean condoning harmful behavior, but rather releasing the emotional burden associated with it. One of the most powerful tools for building emotional resilience is the ability to reframe challenges. This involves shifting your perspective to see difficulties in a new light. For example, instead of viewing a job loss as a failure, see it as an opportunity to explore new career paths. Instead of dwelling on a failed relationship, consider what you learned about yourself and your needs in a partner. Instead of seeing a health setback as an obstacle, view it as a chance to prioritize self-care and well-being. Reframing does not mean denying the pain or difficulty of a situation. Rather, it is about finding meaning and growth within the experience. This shift in perspective can transform adversity into a source of strength and wisdom. Building resilience through small daily actions. Emotional resilience is not built overnight. It is the result of consistent small actions taken daily. Here are some additional practices to incorporate into your routine. Morning affirmations. Begin your day with positive affirmations that reinforce your strength and capability. For example, say, "I am resilient and capable of handling whatever comes my way." Mindful journaling. Reflect on your experiences and emotions in a journal. Writing can help you process your thoughts and gain clarity. Acts of kindness. Helping others can provide a sense of purpose and connection, which strengthens emotional resilience. Limit negative influences. Reduce exposure to negativity, whether it's in the form of news, social media, or toxic relationships. Surround yourself with positivity and inspiration. When you build emotional resilience, it not only benefits you, but also those around you. Your calm and balanced demeanor can inspire and uplift others, creating a ripple effect of positivity and strength. Resilient individuals often become sources of support and encouragement for their communities, fostering collective resilience. By cultivating emotional resilience, you empower yourself to navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. This inner strength enables you to find meaning and growth in adversity, transforming obstacles into stepping stones toward a richer, more fulfilling life. 8. Embrace a growth mindset. Transforming setbacks into stepping stones. A growth mindset, rooted in the understanding that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work, is a key principle for personal growth and resilience. It contrasts with a fixed mindset, which assumes that our talents and abilities are static and unchangeable. In a growth mindset, failure is not viewed as an endpoint or a reflection of inherent limitations. Rather, it is seen as a valuable learning opportunity, a chance to grow, improve, and develop new skills. By reframing mistakes and setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth, we unlock our true potential and cultivate a more resilient and adaptable approach to life. The story of the bamboo tree provides a powerful metaphor for embracing a growth mindset and trusting the process of development. The bamboo seed, when planted, spends years developing an extensive root system beneath the surface of the soil. During this time, there is no visible growth above ground, which can be discouraging for those who are unaware of the crucial work happening below. However, once the root system is sufficiently established, the bamboo shoots upward with remarkable speed, growing many feet in a short period. This story illustrates that setbacks, challenges, and periods of seemingly slow progress are often necessary precursors to significant breakthroughs. Just as the bamboo needs time to develop its roots before it can grow tall, we too need time to learn, grow, and develop the necessary skills and resilience to achieve our goals. This metaphor underscores the importance of patience and trust in the process of growth. Challenges and setbacks should not be seen as indicators of failure, but as essential parts of the journey. When faced with a seemingly insurmountable obstacle, remind yourself of the bamboo's patience and resilience. Trust that the work you are putting in today is laying the foundation for tomorrow's success, even if the results are not immediately visible. Reframing challenges involves shifting your perspective to view setbacks not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to learn and grow. This process is central to developing a growth mindset and can profoundly impact your personal and professional life. Let's explore some practical strategies to cultivate this perspective. 1. Acknowledging the role of effort and perseverance. Celebrate effort as much as results. Every time you face a challenge, remind yourself that effort is the key to growth. Perseverance in the face of adversity strengthens your mental resilience, allowing you to bounce back stronger after setbacks. 2. Seeing setbacks as feedback. View setbacks as feedback on what is and isn't working. Use this feedback to refine your strategies and approaches. For instance, if a project doesn't yield the desired results, analyze what could have been done differently and apply those lessons in the future. 3. Embracing the power of yet. When faced with a challenge, tell yourself, I haven't succeeded yet. This small shift in language keeps the door open for future success. The word yet reinforces the idea that your abilities are not fixed and that growth is always possible. 4. Fostering a positive relationship with failure. Reflect on past failures and identify how they contributed to your growth. This practice helps you see failure as a natural and valuable part of the learning process. Share your experiences with others to normalize failure and inspire resilience. A practical exercise to help you cultivate a growth mindset is the reflect and reframe practice, which involves reflecting on challenges and reframing them as learning opportunities. Steps to practice, reflect, and reframe. End-of-day reflection. At the end of each day, take a few minutes for quiet reflection. Review the events of the day and identify any challenges, setbacks, or mistakes you encountered. Note the challenge. Write down a brief description of the challenge or setback. Be specific about what happened and how you felt about it. Identify the lesson. Ask yourself, what lesson can I learn from this experience? What can I do differently next time? How can I grow from this challenge? Focus on identifying specific lessons and insights that you can take away from the experience. Reframe the experience. Reframe the challenge or setback as a valuable learning opportunity. Instead of viewing it as a failure, see it as a stepping stone on your path to growth and development. Example. Challenge. You gave a presentation at work, but it didn't go as planned. You forgot some points and felt flustered. Lesson. I need to prepare better by rehearsing more and using cue cards to stay organized. Reframe. This experience taught me the importance of preparation. Next time, I'll be more confident because I know what to improve. By consistently practicing, reflect and reframe, you can gradually rewire your perspective and cultivate a more growth-oriented mindset. You learn to see challenges not as threats to your self-worth or evidence of your limitations, but as opportunities for growth, learning, and self-improvement. This practice fosters resilience, adaptability, and a greater willingness to embrace challenges as part of the journey towards achieving your goals and realizing your full potential. While adopting a growth mindset can transform your approach to challenges, it's not always easy. Here are some common barriers and strategies to overcome them. 1. Fear of failure. Barrier. Fear of making mistakes or failing can prevent you from taking risks and trying new things. Strategy. Reframe failure as a necessary step toward success. Celebrate small wins and acknowledge that progress often comes from learning through mistakes. 2. Imposter syndrome. Barrier. Feeling like you don't deserve success or that you're not capable enough can hinder your growth. Strategy. Remind yourself of your past achievements and recognize that everyone starts as a beginner. Seek feedback and use it constructively. 3. Negative self-talk barrier. Internalizing negative thoughts such as, "I'm not good enough," can reinforce a fixed mindset. Strategy. Challenge negative self-talk by replacing it with positive affirmations. For example, "I'm not good at this yet, but I'm learning and improving." 4. Comparison with others. Barrier. Constantly comparing yourself to others can lead to feelings of inadequacy. Strategy. Focus on your own progress and celebrate your unique journey. Remember that growth is personal and not a competition. Encouraging a growth mindset is not just beneficial for personal development, but can also inspire those around you. Here's how you can foster a growth mindset in others. 1. Model growth-oriented behavior. Demonstrate resilience and a positive attitude toward challenges in your own life. Your actions can inspire others to adopt a similar mindset. 2. Encourage effort and perseverance. Recognize and celebrate the effort that others put into their work, not just the outcomes. 3. Provide constructive feedback. Offer feedback that emphasizes growth and improvement. Highlight what someone did well and suggest specific ways they can improve. 4. Promote a learning culture. Foster an environment where learning from mistakes is encouraged and valued. Share stories of how you've grown from your own setbacks. Embracing a growth mindset is a transformative process that empowers you to turn setbacks into stepping stones for success. By viewing challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, you can unlock your full potential and build resilience in the face of adversity. The journey may not always be easy, but with patience, perseverance, and a commitment to learning, you can achieve remarkable growth and inspire others to do the same. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. Trust the process, embrace the lessons, and keep moving forward with a growth-oriented perspective. 9. Let go of attachment. Finding liberation through non-clinging attachment in Buddhist philosophy refers to the clinging to things, people, ideas, or outcomes based on the mistaken belief that they are the source of our happiness or security. This clinging creates suffering because everything in the phenomenal world is impermanent. Things change, people change, and circumstances change. When we are attached, we resist this natural flow of change, setting ourselves up for disappointment, frustration, and pain. Letting go, or non-attachment does not mean indifference, apathy, or giving up on our goals. Rather, it means accepting the impermanent nature of reality and releasing our clinging to things that are ultimately beyond our permanent control. It's about finding a balance between engaging with the world and not being bound by our desires and aversions. This act of letting go brings a sense of freedom, peace, and acceptance. As the Buddha wisely said, "You only lose what you cling to." This profound statement highlights that it is our attachment, our clinging, that causes us pain when things inevitably change or pass away, not the change itself. Attachment arises from a fundamental misunderstanding of the nature of reality. At its core, attachment is driven by a desire to control, to keep things as we want them, to avoid pain, and to grasp onto pleasure or security. However, life is inherently unpredictable and ever-changing. When we cling to things, believing they will bring us lasting happiness, we are setting ourselves up for inevitable disappointment. The impermanence of life is not something to be feared but embraced. Everything we experience, whether it's joy or sorrow, is transient. This realization can be liberating, as it allows us to engage with life more fully without being weighed down by the fear of loss or the burden of clinging. Non-attachment does not mean detachment. It's not about withdrawing from the world or suppressing emotions. Instead, it's about relating to the world in a healthier way, with openness, curiosity, and acceptance. It means engaging with life's experiences while maintaining an understanding of their transient nature. This perspective fosters resilience and equanimity, enabling us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. The story of the woman by the river provides a powerful and memorable illustration of the principle of non-attachment. A monk, while traveling with his companion, encountered a woman who needed to cross a swiftly flowing river. Observing her difficulty, the monk compassionately carried her across to the other side, despite a monastic rule that forbade physical contact with women. Several hours later, the monk's companion, still preoccupied and disturbed by the monk's action, confronted and scolded him for breaking the rule. The monk, with a calm and insightful demeanor, simply replied, "I put her down hours ago on the other side of the river. Why are you still carrying her?" This story brilliantly illustrates how we often cling to past events, judgments, resentments, and perceived transgressions, carrying them with us as a heavy burden long after the actual event has passed. The monk's immediate release of the situation after it occurred exemplifies the true essence of non-attachment, engaging with the present moment without clinging to the past or future. Practical steps to cultivate non-attachment. 1. Acknowledge the impermanence of life. Understanding and accepting the impermanent nature of all things is the foundation of non-attachment. Reflect on the transient nature of experiences, relationships, and material possessions. This awareness helps reduce the tendency to cling, as you recognize that holding on too tightly only leads to suffering. 2. Shift your focus to the present moment. Attachment often arises from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. By focusing on the present moment, you can reduce the mental chatter that fuels attachment. Practices such as mindfulness meditation, conscious breathing, or simply paying attention to your surroundings can help anchor you in the here and now. 3. Practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts your perspective from a mindset of lack and clinging to one of abundance and appreciation. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack or fear losing, you can cultivate a sense of contentment and reduce the need to cling. 4. Let go of rigid expectations. Rigid expectations about how things should be or how others should behave are a significant source of attachment. Practice releasing these expectations and embracing the reality of what is. This doesn't mean you have to accept poor treatment or abandon your values, but it does mean letting go of the need to control every outcome. 5. Cultivate inner strength. Developing inner strength through self-awareness, self-compassion, and resilience helps you navigate life's challenges with greater ease. When you feel secure within yourself, you're less likely to seek security through external attachments. 6. Embrace the unknown. Fear of the unknown often drives attachment. Learning to embrace uncertainty and trust the natural unfolding of life allows you to release the need to cling. This doesn't mean abandoning plans or goals, but rather holding them lightly and being open to alternative outcomes. A key practice for cultivating non-attachment and letting go is to shift your focus from the results or outcomes of your actions to the effort you put forth in the present moment. This involves appreciating the process of learning, growing, and striving towards your goals rather than fixating on achieving a specific outcome or seeking external validation. Trust that by putting in your best effort with integrity and intention, you are doing all that you can in this moment. Releasing the need to control the outcome, which is often influenced by factors beyond your control, allows you to experience greater peace, acceptance, and a sense of freedom, regardless of the final result. Here's how you can implement this practice in your daily life. Focus on the present moment and the task at hand. When engaging in any activity, whether it's work, a creative pursuit, or a social interaction, bring your full attention to the present moment, focusing on the task or interaction itself, rather than worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Give your best effort with integrity and intention. Commit to giving your best effort in everything you do, acting with integrity and clear intention. This is the aspect you have direct control over. Release rigid expectations and preconceived notions. Consciously release any rigid expectations about how things should be or what should happen. Accept that life is inherently unpredictable and that outcomes are often influenced by a multitude of factors beyond your immediate control. Trust the process and the natural unfolding of events. Cultivate trust in the process of life and the natural unfolding of events. Trust that by putting in your best effort and letting go of attachment to specific outcomes, you are creating space for growth, learning, new opportunities, and unexpected blessings to emerge. By consistently practicing the principle of letting go of attachment, you can liberate yourself from unnecessary suffering. Cultivate greater peace of mind and experience a deeper sense of acceptance, freedom, and joy in your life. You begin to understand and experience firsthand that true and lasting happiness is not dependent on external circumstances, but arises from within. Through the cultivation of inner peace, non-clinging, and acceptance of the ever-changing nature of reality. Non-attachment doesn't mean disengaging from life. It means engaging with life more fully, with a sense of openness and flexibility. It allows you to embrace life's experiences, savor its joys, and navigate its challenges with grace and equanimity. Letting go of attachment is not about losing anything. It's about gaining freedom. Freedom from the mental chains that keep us stuck. Freedom to experience life in its fullness. And freedom to discover the boundless peace and happiness that reside within. 10. Inspire others through authenticity. Leading by example and creating positive change. Living authentically, being true to yourself, and embodying your deepest values creates a powerful ripple effect that extends far beyond your own life. When you live with integrity, kindness, courage, and compassion, you inspire others to do the same, not through forceful persuasion or grand pronouncements, but through the quiet power of your example. Your authentic presence becomes a beacon, illuminating the path for others to connect with their own true selves and live more meaningful lives. The image of the bamboo provides a valuable lesson. It grows silently and steadily, often unnoticed for years as it develops its extensive root system. Yet, when it finally shoots upward, its strength, resilience, and towering presence inspire awe and respect. This natural process mirrors the impact of authentic living. When we focus on cultivating inner qualities like kindness, integrity, and courage, our growth may not always be immediately visible to others. However, over time, our authentic presence and actions will naturally inspire those around us, empowering them to embrace their own authenticity and live more fulfilling lives. Consider the story of Mia, a young teacher who decided to implement a kindness project in her classroom. Rather than instructing her students to be kind, she modeled kindness through small, consistent actions, listening attentively to each child, acknowledging their efforts, and creating a classroom culture of respect. Over time, her students began to mirror her behavior. The ripple effect extended beyond the classroom as parents shared how their children's newfound kindness transformed interactions at home. Like bamboo's silent growth, Mia's authentic actions created profound change. The most effective way to inspire others is not through grand gestures or public displays, but through consistent small acts of integrity in your daily life. When you align your daily actions with your truth, you create a powerful and lasting impact. This practice is not about seeking recognition or praise. It's about living in accordance with your values and allowing your actions to speak for themselves. Ways to practice small acts of integrity. 1. Speak your truth with kindness. Express your thoughts and opinions honestly and respectfully, even when it's difficult or unpopular. Communicate with kindness and empathy, considering the feelings of others. For example, if a colleague's idea has a flaw, instead of dismissing it, offer constructive feedback that encourages improvement while affirming their effort. 2. Act with integrity in everyday situations. Make conscious choices that align with your values in your daily interactions, both at work and in your personal life. This might involve keeping your promises, being punctual, being honest in your communications, or standing up for what you believe is right. Simple actions like admitting a mistake at work or ensuring fair treatment for everyone demonstrate integrity. 3. Practice compassion and kindness towards others. Extend kindness and compassion to everyone you encounter, regardless of their background, beliefs, or behaviors. Offer support, understanding, and empathy, creating a positive and supportive environment around you. Volunteering at a local shelter or simply offering a listening ear to a friend in need are small yet impactful acts. 4. Embrace vulnerability and authenticity. Be willing to be vulnerable and authentic in your interactions with others, sharing your true self without pretense or facade. This creates a space for deeper connection and encourages others to do the same. For example, sharing a personal story of struggle can inspire others to open up about their own challenges and find mutual support. True leadership comes not from commanding authority, but from inspiring trust and respect through consistent actions. Authenticity builds credibility, and when people witness someone living in alignment with their values, they feel empowered to explore and embrace their own. John, a corporate manager, decided to lead his team with authenticity. Instead of dictating tasks, he openly shared his vision and encouraged collaboration. By acknowledging his own challenges and seeking input, he fostered a culture of trust. Gradually, his team's productivity and morale improved, and his leadership style inspired other managers to adopt a similar approach. John's willingness to lead by example became the catalyst for a more cohesive and motivated organization. Living authentically doesn't only impact those immediately around you, it sets off a ripple effect that can inspire change on a larger scale. Just as a single pebble dropped into a pond creates waves that expand outward, your small acts of integrity can influence communities and even societies. Example: the ripple effect of a single act. In a small village, Maria, a shop owner, decided to adopt fair trade practices, ensuring that her suppliers were paid equitably. Initially, it seemed like a small change, but her example inspired other local businesses to follow suit. Over time, the village became a hub for ethical commerce, attracting tourists and creating opportunities for the community. Maria's commitment to her values sparked a movement that extended far beyond her shop. Living authentically is not without its challenges. It requires courage to face criticism, vulnerability to admit mistakes, and resilience to stay true to your values in the face of opposition. However, the rewards, both personal and communal, are profound. Tips for navigating challenges. 1. Stay grounded in your values. Regularly reflect on your core values and ensure your actions align with them. Journaling or meditating can help clarify your intentions. 2. Seek support from like-minded individuals. Surround yourself with people who share your commitment to authenticity. Their encouragement can help you stay resilient. 3. Embrace imperfection. Understand that living authentically doesn't mean being perfect. It's about striving to align your actions with your values, even when mistakes happen. Authentic living is a gift you can pass on to future generations. By modeling integrity, kindness, and courage, you equip children and young adults with the tools they need to navigate their own paths with confidence and purpose. Mentorship is a powerful way to inspire others. By sharing your experiences, lessons, and values with younger individuals, you provide them with a roadmap for authentic living. For instance, a mentor in the arts could encourage a protege to stay true to their unique style, even in the face of commercial pressure. By consistently practicing small acts of integrity and staying true to your values, you create a powerful and authentic presence that inspires others. You become a beacon of hope, illuminating the path for others to discover their true selves and live more meaningful lives. Together, we can create a ripple effect of positivity, compassion, and authenticity, transforming the world one action at a time. This year, as you navigate the journey of 2025, let your guiding principle, your personal mantra, be, I focus on myself, not out of selfishness, but as an act of love. This powerful statement encapsulates the essence of the Buddhist principles we've explored. It emphasizes that self-care, self-awareness, and self-improvement are not selfish pursuits. They are essential acts of love. Love for yourself, which then naturally extends outwards to love for others. By cultivating self-awareness, defining your purpose, practicing detachment, controlling what you can and releasing what you can't, aligning your actions with your values, cultivating focus through mindfulness, embracing a growth mindset, letting go of attachments, and living ethically, you are not simply improving your own life, you are creating positive ripples that extend outwards, transforming the lives of those around you. Your inner peace contributes to a more peaceful world. Your compassion inspires compassion in others. Your authenticity encourages others to live authentically as well. We encourage you to share your thoughts, reflections, and intentions for 2025 in the comments below. Let's create a supportive and inspiring community where we can learn from each other, encourage each other, and collectively make 2025 a year of profound growth, deep inner peace, and authentic living together. We invite you to subscribe to Buddhist Mindfulness for more insights, practical guidance, and inspiring content related to Buddhist philosophy and its application to modern life. Let's walk this transformative path hand in hand, supporting each other on the journey towards greater self-awareness, inner peace, and a more fulfilling and meaningful existence.